live stream. Once he does, oh, he does. Multiplayer. Okay. Multiplayer. Let's do that. Let me switch over to that, guys. We'll stay in this voice chat so I can still talk to y'all, you know? But let's go give our brother some support, you know? He needs those view hours. Let me send these 125, well, at least 100 AFKs. Appreciate that, guys. I apologize, Prince. I should have been thinking about it, but I'm a little buzzed. I'm still here for you, and, okay, let me make sure I did this right. I'm a little buzzed. I'm gonna keep hunting. I'm here with you. Prince is here with you. You guys haven't subscribed to Prince, it's gonna automatically send us over there. Let's do this, guys. Please go over and sub to Prince. You know what I'm saying? Prince is a rock solid shield wall. He is as a cult as it gets. That's what he called us this week. He said we're in a cult, but he's proud to be in it. So let's go. Let me do that. And I'm going to go ahead and end this stream so we can get over there, get him some view hours. We want to get Prince, who cares about us. Holy motherfucker of purple on the map. What? Says Miso? Miso, make sure you go over to Prince's channel. Get him some subs. He doesn't need the subs. He really needs a few hours. Let me figure out what I got to do here. I'm a little buzzed and lost. Oh, fuck. You guys need to say anything else to me? Say it to me in Prince's chat. Let's do that. If you do, please say it again. Let's go to Prince's stream. I think I got it. I really don't know where the fuck I'm at right now. I'm pretty buzzed. I'm fucked up. Running, I'm fine. Yes, Camp. If you guys ain't subbed to Prince, please do. Prince is a loyal motherfucking dog on this channel, guys. Prince has been freaking awesome to us. So let's go be awesome to him. I don't know what else to do. I think we have it set up. Let's go. Good night, everybody. Well, not good night. Good night to those of you that are showing up later. But we're going to Prince's channel. Let's get over there. Make sure you hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Get over there. Say hi to Prince. Hang out with him if you're here. And let's do this. Good night. I love you guys. See you tomorrow night. Or tomorrow day and tomorrow night. Good night.
Yeah, tomorrow with the pheasant's gonna be rough.
But we gonna do it, brother. We gonna do it.
What time is it that you gonna do? Pheasant. Yep.
Let's go. Are we over at Prince?
What was that?
Yeah, it's all
That was my alarm for my dinner.
Night camp.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
Get over there. Everybody get over there. Come on. Motherfuckers. Get the fuck over there. Let's go. Get that like button. Get that like button. Hopefully you guys can hear me through Prince's. Hit that like button, motherfuckers. What are you doing?
I done hit it already.
Yeah, we can hear you through.
Click it 6 times. Click it 6 times. Not odd. You can only click it even. Don't click it odd. Let's go.
He's gonna get eaten by an alligator.
Come on, Prince. Prince. I apologize. That should have been done an hour or two ago.
Don't worry about it, man.
No, man. I should have been giving you the hours. I apologize. I wasn't even thinking about it. Damn it. Guys, please, if you don't mind, do me a favor. At least if you gotta go to bed, please leave your shit up. Let Prince get these hours. Whatever you can do to help out, we appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Prince is on the verge of getting monetized, and we need to help our friends, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hit it again, says Native. Only even number times. Don't hit it odd. Do not hit it odd times. Only even.
What's up, Camp?
I got him on my alt. Let's go. We gotta get this guy monetized. We gotta get memberships over on Prince, guys. This guy is nothing but fucking loyal to us. We gotta take care of Prince. I don't understand why we're not
the
there.
wall.
100%. The wall takes care of the wall. You guys are the wall. Let's go. We can't do anything but give him time. That's all we can do right now is give him time. Please. Please leave him up. Whatever time you can give him, please leave it up. He's so close. Let's get him monetized. Let's get those memberships flowing. And I do recommend, sir, until you get it figured out, do the 99-cent only so that we can blow you up on memberships, get tons of emojis for you. And then once you're able, you can add more. But do the 99-cent, 100%. 100% try to tell everybody I can.
I've worked for Moody a lot, so.
Yep, dude, you can get your fucking shit blown up quick with 99 cents, especially when you're still building. I mean, you got a lot of you got a lot of subs, you know. We can blow your membership up even more because you have so many subs. You probably have more subs that have their gifted turned on. You probably got more. I'd be happy to blow you up. You've done nothing but good for my channel, so I will absolutely be here for you. You guys make sure you leave him on. Let's go. 79
Appreciate you, Native.
On here still. 80 now. Let's go.
I'm gonna try to run this coast since RW gave it up.
I gotta turn
I'm shooting mule deer right now.
All about those hours. What hours are we at? Prince, where are you at?
I know it's over 2,000 now. Just gotta check because I know it's got that 5-day delay, so it won't have all of this week's stuff in it.
Okay. Guys, make sure, if you can, make sure to sub to this channel if you're here, please. If you can just turn Prince on and just let him play in the background, whatever you got to do.
This is Call of the Wild, the gamers. The Hunter Call of the Wild.
Is Gamers new to your chat?
I've never seen the Gamers in here.
Never seen them? The Gamers, welcome to the Prince Pyramids chat, bro. Welcome in, man. It is Hunter Call of the Wild. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you being here, dude. Prince, we got Prince so close to getting monetized. If you don't mind hitting that sub and like, you know, give him some love. We are doing what we can, trying to help him out. Do whatever we can. We're so damn close. He's got way more subs than he needs. He just needs the hours. We got to do what we can do this weekend. Let's see if we can make it happen, guys. We can do this. Lots of good people here, says Alan. Amen, Alan. Good people. That's a good way to say it. Not trying to talk for you, Print.
Appreciate you, Hoopez.
Rumby drunk. Still here, but gotta turn it in for the night. Good night, Hoopez.
Night, Hoopez.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for old school Saturday or Friday nights, you know? Old school Friday nights.
Always.
Hoopez is, yes, 100% locked in, man.
Yep.
So glad we're getting back to this for Fridays.
All good, DJ.
Canine Queen in the house over here on Prince. Who else did we bring over? Alan, Prince, Hoopez. Hell
Native
yeah.
Storm.
Let's grab some new subs. Hell yeah, Native. Let's go, dude. Native's a solid brother. All these guys are solid brothers and sisters. Let's go. Should have done this an hour and a half ago. I apologize, y'all. But,
Kangas steak sound good.
what? Kangaroo steak?
Yeah.
So,
Big
DJ, we
ol'
having kangaroo
marsupial.
steak for dinner. Alan's ready to
I'm
fly to
hungry now.
Australia. He's ready to move in.
Oh, my game crashed. You gotta be
DJ, get
kidding
a
me.
house. Alan will wed you up.
My
Sorry.
game does not want me to
I forget where I'm
hunt
at.
mule deer, apparently.
Sorry, Prince. He's
No,
like, you fucking degenerates, get out of here. Oh, jeez, I already cussed in your stream. That's alright. You'll be
That
alright.
won't be the first time. I was fucking moody the other day. Just
What's up, fuckers? Oh, but how do you not love that, you know?
Yeah,
like-
that's just moody, though.
You just look at her and you point and you go, yes.
Yeah.
That right there.
But yeah, because the first thing I put that Nightbot in, I was like, I just got to turn moderation off.
Oh, I did that early. Absolutely. Let it flow. No, chicken. Kiev? Kiev? Why'd you call Alan Kiev? DJ? What the hell's wrong with you?
What's a Kiev?
Kiev?
That's the food, you doofus.
I don't know what it is.
Chicken Kiev?
Yeah,
Chicken
what's
Kiev.
a Kiev?
Chicken
what is that?
Kiev? What is it?
Yeah? Do you not know?
No.
I don't. Look it up, Putz.
I don't know either, so I'm actually...
It's
That was
just,
so-
it's a, like,
So
it's
condescending.
basically a chicken breast that's
She's
breaded
like,
and it's got some
You
garlic
dumb
and
fucking
stuff.
Americans.
Some garlic filling. It's really
Oh,
nice.
so chicken tenders. What the fuck?
No, it's oh
Oh.
my gosh.
Chicken Kiev.
So it's injected with garlic and stuff like that. It's
Just
almost
look
like
it up.
a
It's
Just
a
look it
cordon
up.
bleu.
it's like a cordon bleu
That's
but
lazy, girl.
garlic.
Okay.
It sounds good wherever it is.
It's really good.
Does it?
And the dog thinks it's good too because she's got her head resting on my lap.
Well, that's why you grow a beard, DJ. That way it gets trapped in the beard and the dog can't get it.
I don't think I can do that.
Oh, dang, mountain lion.
They do sell testosterone.
Yes,
That's
I know
true.
that.
How is only 73? We had like 100 something, right? What the
Uh,
It
hell?
was
probably
125 or 26.
A lot of them must be like
don't know, some
you
of
have
them
to
were just-
actually click the button or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I
it
had to
might
click
be.
the
I
button.
don't know.
It
Hey,
happened last time
73 is
too.
still good.
Oh yeah,
73.
you always
still
have
W.
a handful that fall off. I think it's
Mhm.
because of that. though.
30% maybe.
Yeah.
No,
Hey, we'll take
Once you get-
73 fucking views. Let's go.
once you get the watch hours, does it stay there?
You just have to get them again within a year, maybe.
Yeah, it's like a rolling year, I think.
Yeah, it's like within a year again. He'll have that won't be a problem. You just have to get it the first time.
Okay.
And then after that, it's pretty fucking easy. Especially if we can do what we're doing and help each other.
Mm-hmm.
If I can help you guys
Because the reason
rock
why I
them
say
out,
that
I
is
will do it all day.
what is it, 5,000 you need?
He needs 3,000
3.
for the short.
Yeah, 3 for
and
the
4,000 for the video thing.
Yeah.
Oh, for the
Yeah.
short. So you got to have a combined.
Well, not the shorts, but he has to have 3,000 to get his live stream monetization, and then once he gets, I believe it's 4,000, he can get video. So his videos will now get
Okay.
yeah, ads and shit.
Yeah.
But what he cares about is the live. He needs 500 subs, 3,000 subs, which are 3,000 hours. He's got like 1.2 subs, right? 1.22
Yeah.
subs.
1.22.
Yeah, he's well over that. He just needs those 3,000 hours, and boom, he gets his memberships.
Yeah. Mine's
That's
opposite.
where it's at. Memberships and shit. That's where it's at.
I have the hours.
Oh, okay. You just need the subs. Yeah,
Yeah.
you were at 94. We got a ways to go. But
96,
we gotta get.
I think.
Yeah, we gotta try to get
It's
you up
no
there.
big deal. It'll get there in due time.
Oh, it will.
Oh yeah.
But if you
I
play,
do
we need
more
you
of
to
the
play
Borderlands, it will
yes,
grow big.
and we need you to play Call of the Wild. So when we send people, they'll sub for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you got a lot of friends in Call of the Wild that can help you
Oh
get
man,
those subs.
Money.
level
They're
8
in here somewhere.
mythical albino it looks like.
Gator,
Yeah.
let's go.
That's probably one of the ones.
An
I
8
shot.
albino?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's awesome.
That's real nice, Prince. Let's go. Hell yeah.
Although to be
No,
honest
I
with you,
shot a
that
croc
gray
over
fox
there,
is
so-
one of the best looking rares I've seen in a while.
Bro, I've never seen piebald gray fox, so congrats.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty sick. Oh, it's nice. I can go to the bathroom now.
Yeah.
Be right back.
All right.
Yeah, camp, I just don't need to fuck it up. As long as I don't spook him.
Yeah, that too.
You're in the voice chat, Putz.
I know.
There he goes. I may have fucked it up. One of those had to be vital, I think. What map did you go to, RW? Silver Ridge?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get a diamond mule deer.
Gotcha. Appreciate you, Wild Man. Appreciate you coming over, too. Damn, I'm never going to pick this thing up. Did I mess it up? Thank God that first shot was good. Only seen females. I've only had a piebald that was that big before. I've never seen an albino get that big. And thank you, Camp.
Bring him where? You try to attack me.
The bear.
Yeah.
It just wants to give you a hug.
Oh, it hugged a lead bullet. Like, ran at me after I shot it.
I heard you talking about Wet Willie's though. Oh, we had that this weekend or last weekend.
What about Wet Willie's?
We went to Wet Willie's last weekend.
Oh, down in Savannah?
Yeah, I live in Savannah.
Oh, that's nice. So, that's still around?
Oh yeah.
Right on
Well,
River Street.
yeah. So I spent the entire time in the Army. I was at Fort Stewart. So
Oh, nice. I was stationed at Hunter Army Airfield.
yep. Only time we ever dealt with a Hunter Army Airfield was when we had to go on rotation or something.
Right.
This message is brought to you by the Army guys.
I had a blast down there. So you had was
I knew I
there
shouldn't
is
have
there
put the
still a
Army
place
guys
called
together.
Deja Groove?
We had Deja Vu on Pendleton.
I don't remember.
That's a titty
Not
bar.
that I know of. But they got Wet Willie's on Tybee and River Street now.
Oh, so they did expand because they never used to be on Tybee. Yeah, I got so drunk and stupid one night I tried to cross that Savannah River all the way into South Carolina. That didn't end up very well. Got halfway and was like, oh, this is stupid. Turned around and the next thing you know, there's cops waiting at the freaking dock where I jumped in.
All that shit's grain alcohol, so I mean, you'll go blind drinking too much of it.
Oh yeah, it was great. But that was my drunken stupid days. Let me guess. Was there
Sorry,
also
Native. Simplify, brother.
was there also
Even though
a
you're half Army.
bar down in Hinesville, Georgia called
Okay, you're
Bo
quarter
Mays?
Army. You're 3/4 Marine. Get them crayons, bro.
No, the one that everyone goes to in Hinesville is Doodles.
Doodles.
It's like a pool bar.
Oh, yeah. I know where you're at. Right off of 26.
Yep.
Yeah. I know where you're at. We got into a lot of trouble there, too.
You're all Marine. Let's go, Native. Hoorah. Simplify, motherfucker.
Eat more crayons!
Shut up, Army. We love you guys. I love you more than everyone else, but still.
It's no problem. I like it.
Oh, Native says he went over to the Army to show him how to do it right. Oh, okay. Got you. That makes sense.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, and
We
they
went through
treated you
basic.
they treated you wrong, too.
We had Marine guys in there, and y'all play with them fucking pugil sticks so much. They were going back.
I will smack you up in the head.
Dude, we got our ass whooped by them old Marines with them fucking pugil sticks.
So proud of those bugle sticks.
Yeah, those things were fun.
Yeah, they were. God, to be that young again and goofy, right? Man. Salute camp. Brother camp.
I remember those good old days. But sometimes it pays to be a smaller person whenever you're fighting a taller person with pugil sticks.
Oh, for sure, yeah, right? Low center
Because you
gravity.
could get them right up
push
underneath
off.
the chin
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
quick, pretty easy. Whap! Your balance is, or your center of balance is lower than they are, and you could really offset them.
No, these dudes were going back through basic training because they'd been out for like 10 years, so they had to go back through. And like, these old ass dudes will fuck them up. Boy, they brought them pugil sticks to us.
Yeah. I think I only did it one time, I think, with the Pugil sticks, and then after that, it was goodbye, you're going overseas. Have fun out here. Go to
Native, come hang out
NTC.
with us in the voice chat, man.
Go to Fort Polk.
It's
Do
veteran
your
time.
training
Get
down
in here.
there.
That one's worse than. I mean,
Yeah.
I never had to go to Polk. I had to go to Fort Irwin, but
Yeah, or NTC, yep. National Training Center. Yeah, Fort Polk. I would prefer go to NTC than Fort Polk. Fort Polk was just a freaking mosquito haven, chigger haven. I didn't like it.
took a day one restart because I didn't want. Oh, now you must have really wanted to go. But Fort Knox, they don't even have it there anymore.
Damn. There he
There's
is,
Native.
brother. What's
Hey,
going,
Native.
Hey, what's happening?
Welcome to Prince's streams. Now fuck that shit up like you do mine.
Sunday
Start
school
with
with
some-
Tots.
Well, it is morning time. It's time for mush. I guess I better go get some puppies out.
He's gonna eat dogs on your chat, Prince. Sorry.
Some mush. Now they say mush, puppy, mush. I say, yep, you gonna be mush, puppy. You gonna be mush.
They're gonna be turned into hush puppies.
Prince, if you don't know, Native was a Marine, and then he went back after 9/11. The Marines wouldn't let him in, and because he's age, and he went to the Army and became what
chief.
were you, a scout?
Yep.
Something like that.
Yeah.
You did scout
Yeah.
for the Army.
The
after
scout,
that?
yeah.
After 9/11. So he's
Yes, sir.
Marine and Army.
I had to go over there and say, well, let this old boy show you how it's really done.
Yeah, you want them fucking folks up with the Pugil sticks.
And then, funny part was, I took a day one restart because I didn't want to sit around and twiddle my thumbs for about 3 months waiting for a slot to open. Open contract, sign me up, throw me in, I'll do whatever you say. As long as you feed me.
He said
That
he'll.
they did.
Yeah.
RW, what did you just say?
Most of them were scared because I slept with my eyes open.
I didn't say anything. I was muted the whole time.
They're like, damn, can't sneak up on this Indian boy. I said, listen now, you smell like puppy. I can smell you a mile away. I'm getting hungry.
Cam says I lived with my I lived in Fort Knox with my family in the 70s. Dad was stationed there.
Oh,
says
nice.
Cam. Huh.
Oh, that's a nice place. I really love E-Town. If there's one place I could move back to, that'd be Fort Knox, Kentucky. I'll move back to Kentucky. If everything was right. Loved it over there. The only thing I didn't like was the tornadoes.
Are you still coming to Missouri?
I sure am. I've actually looked at buying a house there.
Man, if you get here, Jules and I are gonna be there right away, man. I gotta see you, man.
The boys and I were just talking about that tonight. Cody graduates on Monday. And Kenny told me it doesn't matter where he goes to school at and finish high school. And they just cut us down to a 10-man port. We're not going to be getting any more guys. So after this year, when everybody retires, we'll actually be down to 7. So we'll have to take on 3 guys. And the hiring pool's looking pretty slim. Nobody wants to come to
What
work
do you mean?
anymore.
Nobody wants to do logs?
Nobody wants to climb up on ships with me anymore.
Yeah.
It was funny because I told them I'm probably going to be a 62-year-old grumpy guy working under the hook, and they started laughing. Nah, you'll never make it that far under the hook. I'm going to be 50 this year, and I'm still working under the hook.
Get out my way.
I missed the foremans by 1.5 hours.
Mm.
You had to have so many hours over every year for the last 10 years.
Okay.
One year I didn't have the hours. I missed it by 1.5.
Native, do you know Prince?
No, it's the first time
Yep.
coming in.
Prince Army vet. Prince, you
Oh,
got
nice.
injured, right?
I did.
What'd you do?
Training
What'd
injury?
you do?
Yeah, there was a NTC. We flipped a Mat V.
Ooh, those are
Mm.
nice. Damn, those
Yeah.
are
He got
pretty tough.
hurt, so he's at home. Another
Yeah,
veteran brother.
unfortunately, a lot of us do get that way.
Dude, they had so
Oh, what the
many
heck? I'm bleeding.
rollovers out there. I don't even think
What
they
the hell
run the
am I
Mat
doing?
V out there anymore because of that. But
Yeah.
We on the side of a hill trying to do like
yeah, it
retrains
was
or something.
You were
yeah.
doing training or something, right?
It was this NTC. We were in the box, and you end up
Hmm.
going down the. I mean, there's all those little waddies you end up hitting.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then one of them's at the end of this really steep hill. So we come down that hill going way too fast, and we hit the waddy.
Oh, Camp says his dad was a track mechanic. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
63
Cool.
Yankee.
Yeah.
Nice.
What'd
I was
you,
that
what'd you
for a
do?
little bit.
What was your MOS?
That was in November, 35 November, Signals
Oh,
Intel.
yeah. Signals. Yeah, my best friend was Human
Como.
Intelligence
Yeah, that's
Human.
Como.
Collection. Human Intelligence Collection.
That's what I wanted. Because I joined pretty much for the clearance, because
Yeah.
I just got out of college and wanted, I mean, they pay you just for the clearance when you get out.
Yeah. What
That's
happened?
funny.
I went in down to the Marine Corps recruiting office after 9/11, and I said, listen here, I'd like to re-enlist. And they said, no, we're not taking older guys right now, prior service. We'll get in touch with you. So I went back to work, and then I was out on patrol, and my chief of police, a good friend of mine, calls me up and says, hey, I need you to come back to the station. Your uncle's here. Like, what the heck? My uncle. Show up, and there's a colonel standing there, and then one of my uncles with him. Yeah, the Army's looking for a few good guys, and I told them about you. I was like, oh, really? He goes, how would you like to join the Army? I said, well, I guess I could. What do you want me to do? And he goes, well, your chief of police once said you're a pretty good correctional supervisor, so we'd like you to come down to Gitmo and work in the corrections. I was like, yeah, I could do that. So I was going down to MEPS to sign all the paperwork, and I ran into a fellow down there at MEPS, and he goes, yeah, I'm a scout. And I was like, we started talking about the Marine Corps and stuff. I said, you know what? I think I want to do that. So I changed my paperwork while I was down there. But yeah, I'd rather do that instead of corrections.
I wonder when they moved all that to Benning.
It was after, let's see, I retired in 2010. It was right after I left. We just started getting, we had just the male cadets or male recruit. I don't even know what the hell the Army calls us anymore. Up top in BCT, basic training, the BCT, that was all male. And then downrange in Disneyland, where the scouts and tankers go, that was all male. And about 2009, they started integrating with the female recruits and female drill sergeants. And then 2010 or 2011, they decided to move everything down to Benning, all the combat MOS.
That
And they
makes
turned
sense.
Fort Knox into HCC headquarters personnel. And my cousin Stephanie Range ended up out there at Fort Knox with HCC.
Yeah, see, that's where I did my training, or basic was at Benning. It was all male.
Yeah. I enjoyed myself down there. I got to go quite a bit of places because my MOS, we kind of went everywhere. I had a lot of pre-quals prior to getting into the Army too, so that really helped out.
You know, and it's a small world because I probably flew you a couple times. We
You
didn't
were with
even
my
know
buddy.
it. Yeah, yeah.
My hometown buddy I grew up with. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
James has had lots of tank battle sims close by, and Chinooks flying by all day long, shaking the stuff off our walls. But you
we
weren't
still
on
have
Chinooks,
that.
were you?
me?
Putz? Yeah.
No, I
You
was on
were
Blackhawks.
just Blackhawk?
Yeah,
Mm.
I mean we fixed a lot of different things, but Blackhawks was what I crewed on all the time.
Right.
We still get it from Hunter. Flies over the house basically once a week.
Oh yeah, the flight paths over there are interesting. But like I said, I hated doing the drug runs down on off of Tybee Island in that area, and then flying all the way down into Florida and doing some of those. I hated that.
We're actually gonna
Just
have a breakfast this morning. We have first Saturday of every month. We have the Ranger and Special Forces breakfast, past and
but
present.
that's only because with all the flight gear on me and stuff like that. Like I said, I was only 110 weight. That I weighed in the military. I weighed 145 going in, and then after basic training, I weighed 110, and
Yeah.
stayed that way my whole military career.
Shit, I didn't. Boy.
And it just with the going through dunker training and stuff like that, man, I had to work in order to stay afloat with the flight suit on.
I
And
stayed
then,
about the same until COVID happened, and at the very end, COVID happened, and like they shut down PT and everything else, and I knew I was on my way out anyways. So, boy, I stopped
That's
running.
it.
Period. You couldn't get me to run a 2 mile.
Oh, see, now I looked at it this way: the quicker you get it done, the quicker you can relax. So I was one of the fastest runners
Dude, I fucking
in the
hated running.
military. It's like, oh, I hate running.
I sit there and max everything else in a PT test, but fuck running.
The thing that I couldn't do was sit-ups. I could not do those for the life of me. It's like, these things suck.
My boys
And then they gave me a 45-pound weight and put this on your chest and start doing sit-ups with it. It's like, this even sucks worse.
my
It's
boys
like,
saw
all
a
right.
picture of that doing the sit-ups and stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, "You could do sit-ups, Dad?" At one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were looking at some of my old pictures and like, "Dad, you're skinny." It's
If
like,
I
shut
could
up.
find, I know I have a picture of what I looked like back then. I was a scrawny looking freaking doofus. I don't know where I put it though, but yeah, I have it. It's on my iPod.
iPod, that's a throwback.
Oh yeah, yeah it is.
Damn DJ with the. Let's go.
Thing is, I don't know how to get it off the damn thing. Because back then the iPods were tied, like when you tied it into a computer, that was a computer that you had to use in order to get everything off of it.
Yep.
The
And
weirdest
I don't
thing
know where that computer is.
the weirdest thing, huh?
Probably a
We
long
don't even
gone.
do that anymore.
I mean, it still works. I did change the battery out in it, and it still works. I just don't know how to get it off of there.
One of my hardest things to do during transition from the Marine Corps to the Army was learning Army core values or just not core values, but how they did things,
The SOP,
and their language,
yeah.
The language was so different. I remember walking in there, and when we were in basic training in the Marine Corps, we referred to ourselves in third person all the time. This recruit, moving, not coming, moving, things like
Yep.
that. So I remember there had some kind of breakfast going on, and one of the sergeant majors was up there serving breakfast, and I walked up. And it's just such habit, in the Marine Corps. Sir, yes, sir,
Yeah.
yes, Sergeant Major, sir. This recruit like some of those mashed potatoes. Did you just refer to yourself in the third person? This recruit did refer to himself in the third persons. Just proper greeting and stuff. It was just, they never let me live that one down. That was funny. Fun times learning all that Army stuff.
Dude, that
It was
language
pretty
problem,
relaxed, I'll tell you that.
that happens between just ForceCom and INSCOM. Like, we'd get people that were at Fort Meade their whole career, and they send them to ForceCom, and like they've never seen a motor pool, or they don't know about packing list or anything. Like, it's a whole different world.
Yeah.
Because if I could have chose, I'd have went INSCOM for sure. But I enjoyed the ForceCom.
Yeah, it was a whole new world when I joined the Army. I remember when I left the Marine Corps, we were polishing our boots and things like that. And heck, I got in the Army, we didn't even touch a can of polish.
Oh, they didn't give a shit.
We had those tan boots.
You know who gave a shit was the
funny
MP
if you put black
units.
polish on your tan boots. That'd be hilarious.
The MP units really. I never liked them because I got a DUI on a pedal bike down at the sports bar in Hinesville, Georgia, in Fort Stewart. It's like, you fucking assholes!
A DUI on a bike?
DUI on a bicycle because I didn't stop at a stop sign for more than 10 seconds.
Oh my.
It's like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
DUI on a bicycle?
Only
Where I'm staying is right there.
Oh yeah, for
It's
sure.
like,
DJ.
you gotta be kidding me. I could throw a rock at it, and they put the bike in the back of the vehicle and took me to the cooler. It's like, you're... Called Sergeant Major, and he's like, what did you do this time, Tommy?
Absolutely nothing.
I was like, I drove my bicycle, I had my vest and my helmet. The SOP that they had for Fort Stewart, I abide by the whole thing. Apparently, I didn't stop at a stop sign for more than 10 seconds to get off the bike and cross the street. That's what they got me for.
The Marne standard.
Plus, I was coming from the sports bar. I was like, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, taking that day one restart, in the Army, and I'm older, and you got all these 18, 19-year-olds. Oh my God. That was a challenge right there. I'll tell you what, I think I'd rather sit it out in the cooler.
And after that, I never went back down there. I never went back to Hinesville at that stupid sports bar. I stayed off of Fort Stewart as much as possible.
You got to go to Savannah and drink. But now they got the MPs out there too. Or that service road, I don't even know if it was there, but that, 144?
119? 144, yeah.
Yeah. Boy, you come back from Savannah after, staying out all night. Dang, it's a dark road.
It is. It's a long, dark road.
It's like 30
You'll fall
minutes
asleep
of
on
nothing.
it. There's not even rumble strips on the side of the road to let you know, hey, oh.
Yeah.
End up in the tank trails in the field or the red dirt ditches.
Yeah, because you come in, it's super late, and then you see some of them little red flashlights because they're doing land nav out there, and you're trying not to hit them.
So, Prince, did you meet your wife while you were in the Army or before the Army?
Well, she's from out here.
Mm-hmm. And you were stationed there and you met her?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Okay, cool. You were already in the Army when you guys met?
Oh, yeah. For a while. And then, at the time, I didn't know, how long I was going to be in because I didn't know I was going to get hurt. But
Right.
When we came back from Korea and we were still together, like, all right, get out, and then got married.
She can deal with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh, no, 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 no. Ow.
Still missed out on that BAH though.
You said you made her wait, so. Fired up, hit a tree, random, but
Yeah, I literally fell down a hill and then somehow I ended up hitting a tree.
Are you driving the 4-wheeler again?
No.
Oh. All right.
Now what is Mrs.
What's up,
Milk
Spider?
do? What's she do?
So we just moved back from DC because I was doing some contracting work in DC, but she took a job, so she's a regional
For the
developer.
Army or after Army?
This is after the Army.
Okay.
Yeah, I was doing contracting work in DC for one of the private contractors that was contracting with the Pentagon.
What's up, Spider?
And then after that, I'm like, I don't really care about Intel anymore. And then she ended up taking a pretty big job with New York Life down here. So
New York Life? Like insurance or?
yeah, she's one of their she develops the agents and stuff now. She's on that side. Yeah.
Oh, nice. I know you say she travels a lot, so that's cool. You have to, well, you don't have to, but you choose to go to different places wherever she's at.
We used to, but now that she's taken this larger job, that's why we're like, let's give her parents the house, and then we'll buy something else and kind of make this the more permanent spot.
Okay, cool.
Because I hated
heading
DC,
out to do
man.
some fishing, Spider. Damn,
Nice,
Spider's always out heading
bright
out to
and
go
early.
fishing over in Pennsylvania. Damn, Putz ain't even went to bed yet to milk his cows.
Yeah, how's that going, Putz? Still milking cows, huh? All right.
Yeah.
For now,
6:30. Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna sell the farm. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna put it away.
Gonna
retire from it.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
That's all right.
5:30 and foggy. Hopefully y'all don't get that rain. That's what's been throwing off fishing down here.
Man, we just got rain all day today. You guys are probably getting it today then, I imagine.
Yeah, that's what Mish was
Got a little
saying.
trickle today.
And a couple days, what was it? Yesterday, I think we had thunderstorms, thunder and lightning. It's coming down pretty good.
I had some yesterday. I imagine y'all are gonna get some more, but hopefully at least it clears up for fishing.
You get out there right before it starts raining. That's the best time to fish for them. The fish understand what the weather is before we even know what it's gonna do.
Yeah.
And it's awesome fishing.
I've never noticed a difference when it came to fishing. At least not because we got to fish the tides more than anything out here.
Oh, yeah.
With that brackish water.
Yep.
Turkey, now, if you got a light drizzle or something, turkey for sure is the best time to go for them. Nice and sunny, mid-70s. Nice. Well, good luck, man.
That's it. That's a good Saturday. Potentially, anyway. Good luck.
think the boys and I, as soon as Cody and them get out of school, we're gonna go set up our hunting camp for the year. Cody's out. Today was his last day, and he graduates on Monday. And Kenny doesn't finish until the end of the month, so.
So Cody's older?
Yeah. He's the oldest of the two.
And you said Kenny's your younger one? And he's, what, a month behind?
Yeah. Got November 21st, December 21st. All my kids are October 21st, November 21st, December 21st.
Wow.
That's
no
cool.
shit.
Yep.
Well, that's crazy.
Timed it just right with the leave pattern, brother. I knew exactly what I was doing when I came home.
That's crazy.
Looked at my wife and said, "Yeah, there's no chance. There's nothing saying I'm coming home, so let's get it on." I don't want Cody growing up by himself. We gotta have a second one. She wanted to have a lot more kids than two. But, given the circumstances, I'm kind of glad that didn't happen.
Yeah.
I had my hands full the past few years.
Fuck, just three? You got three?
3 boys and a daughter.
Well, I didn't know about your daughter. How did I
My
not
daughter.
know that?
Well, my daughter, she lives up in Canada. She's 30.
Oh, she's older.
Previous. I got an older daughter and older son from my first.
Sense. Okay. Oh, you got more kids.
Yeah, remember my first. Remember Susan passed away of cancer, and then I got with Rebecca later down the road, and then Rebecca passed away. Both my wives.
Of you? I did not know both of your wives passed away. Yeah. One passed away from COVID, and one passed away from cancer prior.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I thought your wife had passed away from cancer, like COVID cancer, kind of together.
No,
dude.
Susan's was cancer. By the time we found the cancer, it was everywhere and so much that there wasn't. I mean, they gave her 6 months, 2 to 6 months, and she only made it 2 weeks after we found out.
Oh my God! What kind of cancer did she have?
We didn't know because there was so much of it.
What kind was
everywhere? It was everywhere.
Just
brain, breast.
It probably
cervical.
started in the bones.
Yeah, it was all over.
Bone marrow.
By the time we found out, they said 2 to 6 months, and she made it 2 weeks. So.
Wow. Yeah, that's not.
Rebecca's was Rebecca's was just random. Just it happened. It was so fast. That was my last wife.
But she was like.
Cody and Kenny's mom.
Was she Swedish? She was
Norwegian, Danish, and Norwegian. She was a Viking.
She's your 2 boys' mom, right?
Yeah, Cody and Kenny. Yeah.
Kenny. Okay, I know Cody's name, but Kenny has no stock. Okay.
Yeah, Cody and Kenny.
They're twins?
No, they're November 21st. Yeah, November 21st, December 21st. Yeah, 2006, 2007.
Okay.
One after the other. They're Irish twins.
Wow.
It must have been cold whenever you had them.
Oh yeah, well up here in Washington it's pretty rainy.
Not really cold. Nothing else going on.
Nothing else going on but staying home.
Come on, let's make some body heat.
Look,
we gotta rub together.
Look, she's a tiny little thing, so she needed all the heat she can get.
Like, I'm gonna keep a furnace inside your belly.
She was what? I think she was 5'5", probably about 90 pounds soaking wet.
But tough as nails.
Tougher than slugs and snails.
Viking woman. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's a tough one, alright. Mean. No, she wasn't mean. She was real quiet. Yeah, she's a tough gal. She was a tough gal.
Ooh.
Yeah, her birthday was...
mythical, fucking piebald chasing my ass.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot better after getting back on the gaming, getting back in the socially mixing with people. Still haven't quite fine-tuned it yet.
Glad to have you here tonight, man. Appreciate you.
I met a gal on my walks around the lake.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I met a gal a while back. Well, it's been about a year ago now.
Oh.
I met a gal. I was walking around the lake, and
That's cool.
this gal started walking, and we started hanging out. Went on a date. And things were looking pretty good, but she got called back home. Her family, her mom and dad got sick.
Where's back home?
Japan.
Oh.
Tokyo, Japan.
Damn.
She was I didn't know it at the time, but she was a doctor. She was what do you call it? Arterial, the ones that deal with arteries and stuff, arteries and veins.
Heart, yeah. Coronary.
Specialized in arteries and veins stuff. I didn't know she was a doctor until
pulmonary vascular.
Yeah, I didn't know she was a doctor until about
vascular.
4 or 5 months after hanging out with her. Nice lady. She ended up going back to Japan.
Should have followed.
No. She wanted me to, but no,
That would have
that's
been
not my thing.
The most Marine Corps thing you could do.
She was
Marry a Japanese lady.
Meet her family.
She's kind of young
don't
too.
go to Japan. Bring them back.
Yeah, I usually bring them back. No, I just like no, I gotta stay here. But yeah, she was really nice. The boys liked her. I used to keep in touch. We haven't talked in a while now.
Have your boys heard about DJ in Australia?
No.
Oh no, here we go again.
I met this gal from out the UK. She's from England. This gal, she's about a year older than me. We started talking, kind of hanging out, but that's not my thing. No. She's
I heard Farmer Pete's single, so I don't know.
she's not. Her and I aren't quite a match. So I was like, no. So I figured, nah. That's why when we were talking about dating earlier, I was like, holy cow, she's tried at 50. Yeah.
I'm over here being the matchmaker.
I actually
set everyone up.
There's love in the air. Do-do-do-do.
My dad's what do you call that when somebody passes away and then they have all that probate stuff? My dad's probate's finally finishing up. So I inherited the ranch back home in Fort Duchesne, Utah. But
Oh yeah?
there's a lot going on with that right now because the gal that ended up married him the day that he passed away. Well, that morning he passed away.
He got married the day he passed
That
away?
is
your dad?
crazy.
Yeah, she married him the day he passed away. He passed away that evening. But
Crazy.
yeah, you can say
Sounds
that again.
fishy.
Yeah,
Well,
wow.
she put
That is
everything in
awful.
limbo with court, so
Jesus.
it's finally starting to come to pass, and things are finally starting to work out. And the boys and I were gonna actually go back home to Fort Duchesne and run the ranch, but then when all that got haywire, we decided
that would've
not
been
to.
Cool. Oh, God dang. That would've
They're
been
like,
awesome.
well, but then it's not working out in her favor. Imagine that. So the boys are like, well, let's just stick to our original plan and let's go to Missouri.
We welcome you with open arms. At least I do.
Well, we got a lot of friends that way. You know, my friend Danny from work, he moved his family
See
out
you,
there.
Witchy.
Nice.
Yeah.
By guys,
Yeah.
wow, Witchy, what the hell?
Appreciate you staying
Hey,
this
Witchy,
long.
Goodbye, Witchy.
did you realize you're not a blue name? That's sad. I'm sorry, girl.
Most of these people get to be blue names by the next stream.
I'm not blue, and I like it that way.
Wow. Putz doesn't want to be blue. You gotta give him a wrench because he can't.
I can't dodge the damn thing.
I've never seen Witchy's name gray. It's hilarious. Witchy, you just woke up and pretend you're still here. We don't want to hear it.
Yeah, it is different seeing Witchy's name Grey.
It's strange.
Yeah, it is.
All I know is
leave
I
her
want to
to
go
her
someplace where I can have my horses. I just want to go someplace where I can have my horses. That's the one thing I miss the most.
Do you have horses now, or you want?
Yeah, we still have my horses at my dad's place. Down my dad's place, we have 250 head of horses still. We got to get them turned out here soon before they get too old.
Damn. You have how many head? 250?
250 head.
Like Mustangs or what?
No, we have Appies, quarters, and then we have some wild mix.
250?
Yeah. What my dad and I were doing was we're getting rough stock together.
Mm-hmm.
And so we take an Appy and a quarter horse mare and turn it out with the wild horse herd and see what we get on the comeback. And we had a really nice colt, and we threw him out in the herd, and he's been throwing some really nice offspring. And they're good bucking horses. They're really good bucking horses.
That's
so
awesome.
we were gonna do the rough stock thing, and then my dad passed away. So we have all these damn horses, and so I started, cutting horses, working horses, ranch horses. Oh, I gotta get the ones that we have turned out before they get too old and can't do anything.
You're gonna have a blue
stock,
factory.
DJ, he means like
rodeo stock.
Bucking horses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then when he says cutting horses, he means like where you cut, a
you
certain
just sit
calf
on
out
them.
of the group. Yeah.
You just sit on them, and they do all the work for you. They're working doggies.
Yeah. Very popular. Cutting horses are a big deal.
We call them Washilakan. That means mythical dog in our language.
Really?
Because we never had a name. Horse was not in our vocabulary back in a long time ago.
Horse wasn't?
Horse is not. It's not a name that we have. It's not in our vocabulary. So when the Spaniards first brought the horses to our people here, we called them Washilakan. It means mythical dog.
Mythical dog.
Because we had dog here. We had dog here, but we never had horse. So our people referred to him like a dog. We didn't know what it was. But when we became a horse people, we kept, we call him Washilakan, mythical dog. We didn't call them horses.
They basically do act like big dogs. So.
Yeah.
Mythical dog.
We didn't call them horses until the settlers started coming west, and they referred to them as horse. And so we started calling them horse. But my mom's people call them Stakeo. Stakeo is four-legged brother.
Four-legged brother.
Because again, we didn't have horse, because we didn't have English words,
Right.
So we call him Stakeo. It means four-legged brother.
Okay.
Awesome.
So we call him Stakeo over here, where my mom's people are from. And then my dad's people have another name for him too. So
yeah, DJ. So AJ's dad's tribe is more inland.
Yeah,
as far as the United States, and his mom's tribe is more northwest,
coastal,
off the coast, off the ocean. So
So
his
yeah,
mom and dad met the two different natives and two different tribes. So that's why
yeah,
Cool.
what he talks about.
yeah. One came from the plains desert, and the other one come from the coast, the ocean. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
It's
So
very interesting.
that's where the horse come from, and that's why we talk about you know
I'm just going to refer
things
to
like that.
horses as mythical dogs now because that is
Mythical dogs.
that's funny.
you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you'll walk around and call them Lakota, where you'll be calling them Washilikan. Hey, you'll be speaking Lakota,
Washilikan.
Washilikan.
Huh.
You be you be speaking Lakota for sure.
Better write that
Hey,
down.
oh my gig went pretty good over at the casino.
Oh
They
yeah.
sold they had tickets. Well, capacity was 209 guests in the cabaret, and
Now AJ
they
does stand-up comedy at the Indian casinos. Just so you know, I want
yeah.
to keep you guys informed
Okay.
right now. He does stand-up
So
comedy.
they had
Hmm.
capacity at 209, and we had people outside the cabaret. They had to open the blinds that separate the casino and the cabaret, so people on the outside can watch and hear and stuff.
That's awesome.
So we
Nice.
had a
That's cool.
packed full house, and that's my second show.
Wow.
It went pretty good.
Wow.
So they asked me to sing the national anthem, the American national anthem,
Oh,
at the
nice.
Seattle
Yeah.
Mariners game.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
with the
Dang.
drums. So I've
Nice.
You did
been
a
trying to
native
do that.
style national anthem? Or you're
Yeah,
going to?
we have a national anthem. You can look it up on YouTube.
Okay.
You can
Where
YouTube
do I find it?
Lakota national anthem, and you'll hear it. Yeah, so I'm learning Lakota from my first cousin because see my grandpa Chief Wilson Johnson, he moved to Porcupine with our cousins, the Lakota Indians, like my great grandpa did, and he had Lakota children. Oh, I've been learning Lakota from him,
Mm,
but I fluently speak our Ute language and my mom's
sure.
people's language here. But yeah, it's been pretty fun learning
Is
that
your mom's
language.
language and your dad's language very different? Or is it
Yeah,
pretty close? Very
yeah,
different.
yeah. My
Okay.
dad always made fun of my mom's language because it's real guttural. It's real guttural, like it's like German. It's like speaking German, you
Oh yeah.
know.
That's funny.
And over in his way, it's more well, it's Aztec based root, so
Oh,
there's some
okay.
Spanish
Right.
words and
Now, did she make fun
Yeah.
of it too
Interesting.
in
oh yeah,
return?
oh yeah.
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 But we have what's called a trader language. It's a language that's mixed between French, Spanish, English, and different tribes, but
And a lot
hand
of tribes
signals
knew that. Oh, okay.
and hand signals
Okay.
enough to
Cool.
get by, to trade.
Yeah.
Because the Polynesians came here long before the colonists came here to the west coast. The colonists, they were kind of the last ones to get here to the west coast to my mom's people. The Japanese and the Polynesians were coming here, and the North people, the Viking people, were coming here probably hundreds of thousand years before the colonists even made it across the divide.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
we have
way
a
before the blankets.
yeah, so we have Polynesian, ancestry here. So
Huh.
like my half my mom's family, their last name over here is Tiu, and it's because they couldn't pronounce the name. The colonists couldn't pronounce their actual name from here, so they call them Tiu.
Huh.
And how that happened was these two brothers from the islands came over to the sea this way to trade, and they fell in love with the Indian women that were fishing on the river, the Columbia River that opens up in the Pacific Ocean, and they followed them up the river until the Indian women left the river and went inland to Yakima. Well, that's how we have Polynesian Yakima blood
Wow.
over this way, and that's where our family name Tiu came from.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You know, we
So
never talk about um, Native Americans and colonists, right? We never talk about. Did they never come from the West?
the colonists? No,
Yeah, we never did, right?
not until Captain Grace Harbor made it across down the Columbia River into the Pacific Ocean. They built a ship on the Columbia and sailed it down and got into the Pacific Ocean, and they started trading up the coast all the way up
Isn't
to
that
Alaska.
crazy? That they
Yeah,
all came from the East until then? That's
yeah.
nuts.
But we had the North people come to our lands, too, and those were the Viking people,
So the
Norwegians.
Vikings came down to the west of the
Oh
United
yeah,
States area?
oh yeah.
So they
They
came
were
through Canada?
they were the ones that like we had war canoes, that would hold 250 warriors. They're big seagoing ships,
Okay.
and we sailed the seas. So guess who else sailed the seas?
Mm-hmm.
The North people.
Sure.
So we intermixed
How
with
the
them
fuck
too.
did they get over?
Wow.
So
They're
they came into. Did they go to
they're
eastern
seafaring
Canada and
people.
then go across?
Sometimes they
How?
come across the ice and come down. Yeah.
Wow, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, a lot of
How is
people
that
don't
not
know
in?
that part of history. It's not
No,
taught in
that's
You know,
it's
crazy.
not taught in
the other thing
schools.
that's funny is they're finding relics from the Vikings in the Mississippi River.
Well, you know why,
That's
don't you?
insane.
You know why, don't you?
Not at all.
Because it's called, when a country or yeah, like a country or region goes somewhere and they claim a land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like right now, Spain is actually fighting to claim American land right now because Spain says that they were here before the colonists got here, which is true. So they want to go to international court to get, land rights here in America because, well, they were here
Well,
first.
that's why Ponce de Leon came over
Hmm.
here because he
Yeah,
remembered
but
that the Spaniards knew this area and he heard stories about it, so he
Yeah,
ventured
right,
over here.
but if you can't hold the ground,
yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, what claim you got?
Exactly. And the French wanted to do the same thing, because the French
Right.
came, well, they came with the colonists. But anyhow, that's why you got French Canada.
French.
I love talking to you, AJ. It's awesome.
I know a lot of history. I know a lot about the lands here because
Yeah.
it's all been passed down to us for hundreds of thousands of years. We just
Hmm.
share it. But it's not taught in schools though, and that's one of the things we're trying to change. We don't want to change it to be known like as a
Right. Woe is me. Right.
we want it to be known as its history.
Right.
It's a part of the world, you know,
Hmm.
because we believe in the universe, and the universe is all creation. And it would be nice that people knew about this stuff, because one of these days, like when I die, if my kids don't learn the way, then they're not going to be able to pass this story on.
It'll
Yeah,
be
I've
Yeah.
noticed that
yeah.
about you on Facebook. You're very into the way,
Yeah.
and I really appreciate reading your posts.
So I started writing a book, and I was thinking about doing a YouTube channel, teaching the history of America through the eyes of I don't even know what to call ourselves. We call ourselves American Indians because we've been known by that for a long time. But like I told my mom, a long time ago, we used to call ourselves human beings. And I was going to write a YouTube
I
script
like
and do a
that.
YouTube show called History Through the Eyes of a Human Being.
Oh,
Hmm.
Wow.
North American history
Yeah.
through the eyes. I like that
Yeah.
a lot. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're a real warrior society, all our people here. And a lot of people don't know this, but now imagine this. We are less than 1% of 1% of this nation's people. right?
Less
My
than
my
1%?
my Indian people are less than 1% of 1%.
Yeah.
You take
Oh,
That's
1%
like
and you
a
all
slice it
tenth of a
down.
natives
percent.
or just your
Yeah, yeah,
tribes?
per
All?
yeah, all of us.
Less
So
than
if
one.
we are
I would
less
not.
than
Wow.
we are 1% of 1% of all the population in America, right? But we serve at a higher rate, 10% higher than any nationality in America in all the armed forces
For the
throughout
service.
time in the service.
Wow.
Since the
Wow.
end of the American Indian Wars, my people have fought for this country 10%
That's
greater
crazy.
in numbers than any nationality that's come here to this land.
That's crazy.
We make up more than
Awesome.
10% of the
Wow.
fighting force.
Mm-hmm.
And did you know, since the colonial days, that it was our language that has won pretty much a lot of the major wars for the American
Dude,
country.
I know it was just the movie, but the Navajo
Wind
movie where the
talkers.
Navajo Wind
Yeah.
Talkers, yes.
But
God,
you
what an
know,
eye opener that was. Though that's just a small gateway, I'm
that's
sure.
just one small group. So
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
when our people would enlist,
It's
we'd
still a
enlist by the
code that they cannot
busloads.
break.
Well, the thing too is like when I got into my unit, I spoke the different languages, right? And like let's say I ran into a cousin of mine and they spoke the language. We could get on the radio and speak our language no matter where we're at in the world, and ain't nobody gonna know what we're saying but us.
Yep.
Unless one of
Yep.
our other cousins gets on the radio, you know. So we use that to our advantage. Like my dad, he spoke his language. My dad served on the end of World War II in the Pacific, and he served all of Korea and Vietnam. And during his time in the service, he spoke the language with his cousins. And they had their own language, so they would go out on patrols or missions and stuff, and they would use our language. And still, nobody, even to this day, the codes could never be broken.
Yeah, we actually
Because the
use those
language,
codes in Iraq and Afghanistan.
yeah, and a lot of that is because it's not a written language, it's a verbal only.
Yeah.
Right.
You have to
Oh,
know it and
right.
learn it and
Okay.
live
Right.
it. So
That
it's
was
not
kind of
written.
like, right. It was kind of like how the Germans had the Enigma machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so no matter what battle or war we'd fight, no matter where we're at, there was always a bounty on our heads.
And
The
that's
enemy
why,
always wanted us captured, not killed.
that's also why we came out with Zulu time.
hmm
Mm.
And it was Chief Tecumseh from the East Coast who set up the democratic system of our government that Benjamin Franklin adapted to make the Constitution of the United States of America. That was all come from Tecumseh and his people.
Wow.
A lot of those ways that are in the Constitution are ways that our people lived that Tecumseh shared with Benjamin Franklin. And a lot of that stuff isn't taught, like I said, so a lot of
No.
it's gone away.
You know why a lot of it's not talked about? It's because of what we actually did to the Indians.
But
As far as
things have to be
Yeah.
let go. Things have to be forgiven. It's like we're always taught. If you can't forgive, then you have to forget, and if you can't forget, then you'll forgive. Because if you don't, then people are always gonna hate. People are always gonna not like each other.
Well, I mean, it's just like, well, what they're trying to do is do the same thing that the
Division.
Egyptians did. Well, like you'll read a lot of stories of like how the pharaohs and stuff like that conquered with Cleopatra and stuff like that, conquered all those lands in the Middle East.
hmm
But when they never wrote down their defeats,
hmm
like the people that would like the wars that they would fight and they lost, they
Yeah.
didn't write those down. The only people that knew about them was the pharaohs.
Yeah. So when So I've been playing this game called DayZ, right? And I've been spending a lot of time on it. A lot of the
Yeah.
people I play with are from Europe, and I tell them stories and I share with them like history. You know, a lot of them don't even know over there.
Yeah.
You know, because it's funny because they call Americans their cousins.
Well, a lot of our relatives are from
Yeah.
European descent. You
So
know.
it's fun listening to their story, you know, when they talk about their heritage and culture. So I'm learning from them and they're learning from me. So I got an idea to go over there to Cambridge and